Back when video games weren't as popular as they were nowadays, anyone could develop a game and sell it as well. It was actually rather simple, if you had a bit of computer coding knowledge that is. And so was the case for the game I'll be discussing today. Now many collectors consider Atari a pretty difficult console to collect for, and with the random collection craze that has been going on for the last couple of years, many of the prices have gone up as well. And so in today's video, I'll be discussing one of the rarest Atari games in existence, Birthday Mania. Now before I begin, I'd like to thank Trev Gauntlet for helping out with the information of this video, and I'd also like to mention that even though this game was able to be purchased by consumers, it was never commercially released, but rather one had to special order these cartridges in order to obtain one, but I'll get to that later on. This is the reason why this game is considered to be one of the rarest Atari games ever. Many people just didn't pay any mind to this unknown company and what it had to offer. Now I would also like to give credit to Atari Age user Dragon Stomper for doing extensive research and interviewing the creator of this game. In 1984, a young programmer by the name of Anthony Tokar took interest in the Atari 2600 and began making this game out of its enjoyment of playing video games. He learned how to program by studying books on how to program the 6502 chip. After he developed this game, he didn't have any form of selling his creation, so he decided to advertise his game on the local newspaper, the Newark Star-Ledger. One of the most unique perks of ordering his game was to have the game personalized for yourself. Tokar would personally burn each cartridge to have your name on it. Let's talk a little bit about the game itself. Birthday Mania allows players to play mini-games consisting of popping bubbles and blowing out candles. It's actually a very simple game, as were just about every Atari game back in its time. Other than the personalization, there really isn't anything special or unique about this game really. Now unfortunately, there was not a box made for this game, but there was a manual that was provided with the order that explained how to play the game. According to Tokar, there were only about 10 to 15 copies made that he can recall. Since then, only one has ever showed up. There is a record of a $6,500 offer on a copy, so that's really all we have to go on as far as pricing. The only issue is that this is several years ago and is estimated to be much more valuable, especially with the recent boom in the retro gaming collecting scene. Perhaps more copies will surface someday, but for now, this is easily one of the rarest video games available on its platform, and one that collectors all over the world are willing to pay insane amounts of money to have in their collection. One is supposedly in the hands of Jerry Grainer, a known Atari collector and enthusiast, while another belongs to a user at Atari Age, who continues to remain anonymous. Since Grainer has never actually proven his ownership, this means that the Atari Age user is the only known owner of the game. Many people would actually consider this to be more rare than the infamous Nintendo World Championship cart. The previous offer mentioned of $6,500 was actually turned down by the owner. With the recent sale of Air Raid and the rise of collecting over the last 5 years, Birthday Mania could easily fetch a good 2 to 10 times the amount of the original offer made. Now this Atari Age user Dragon Stomper supposedly acquired the license of Birthday Mania with the exceptions that the earnings would go straight to charity. Truly the act of a kind-hearted gamer, Tokar wanted nothing for his license. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Check out BitCultures for other gaming news updates, and I'll see you all next time.